I volunteered, I should say, to be in the piss-soaked corner that is this particular avenue of YouTube. You know, the one where normally country rap and all of that, all of the colorful. Excuse me, I just ate a little bit stuck in my teeth. All of the colorful characters that we have seen as a result of country rap channels, country rap supporting channels, drama channels, locale channels, locales that have were once in a position of celebrity that have fallen. Bass girl, great to see you. By the way, this is gonna be a flashback. I'm hitting an area. Actions, what up, man? Yeah, okay. Actions on that, and that's maybe gonna be one of the last comments I read unless I see something interesting. I'm jumping in late. I think 4 or 5 days, maybe a few more, has gone by for things to have evolved and hit like this pitch area where things are. And I'm coming in as a third party. Let my bias. Hey, White Dragon, good to see you, bro. Um, all right, bias needs to be established, but I want the intent to be known. And I am either right after this or let's see what happens. I'm opening up an open panel. The reason why I'm doing a preemptive live is because I want people that know what's going on. Shout out to Krupp, wherever you are. I was hoping maybe we. No, you don't use IG. And I know, look, I can relate. I don't email. I don't call motherfuckers, bro. I work. I do work, and I pay bills. We survive in here, but we're here. We are on YouTube. We want to make this fun. Sometimes it's not all about fun, and I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm gonna double back. I'm gonna circle back. So here's my bias, but I'm approaching the issue, whatever the issue is, with like clean slate kind of approach. All right. I think Dagburn is like a loser because he just doesn't work. If he's gotten a job, then maybe I'll change my tune. You know, his history is varied. I remember there was a time where I would jump into his chat because I bought the whole thing. Like, oh yeah, he's a victim. I feel so bad for the fella, right? Everybody's many use that strategy to get attention. And I remember after the famous slap heard around the world, what up, OT? This one's for you, bud. Somebody say it's facts but never show proof. Well, Lloyd, you tell me, because I have no fucking facts here. I'm just talking about exactly what I want to find out. So where to start? Okay, so yeah, my stance, like so Dagba, there was a time where I supported him. He would read my comments. He's complimented me on how articulate I am, how smart I am. We never talked on the back streets, none of that kind of shit. And I was just I made it clear because I didn't like this feeling where people would bully me or berate me for who I chose to support. Nobody gets that power. I don't care who you are. And that was good old Creek Squad. That's when I was on the up and up with Creek Squad, and if I did as they said, if I didn't go to the channels that they had to be, there was the gatekeepers that I'll never forget. I'll stop name dropping them. One was Captain Kurt. I still have the DMs where he literally policed me. Somebody sent him a video of me. I dropped the N word with a light A at the end, and he sent me a DM going, "Why did you say this? What is this?" Ah! Oh, the old days of Creek Squad, and were things really better when they had these creeps in the background acting like cult members? So okay, Dagburn, we all know he's an interesting dude. Like, it's hard to respect a man that chooses to live his life on the couch. That being said, Triple T. Triple T is an individual that I never knew much about him. It took me a while, I think, to kind of come around. What's up, Joe? What's up? Let me see. Let's see. Oh, that's what I like. But thank you, OT. We've come a long way too, right? Everybody, we've come a long way. Think of like how everybody started out and where we are now. We've grown. We've become some form of an element. We've evolved. Some of us have devolved. I'm looking at you, Martha. So Triple T is an individual, as I understand, he has made a show originally. Let's be real, let's be honest. Even though I believe, and he can take this away, he subscribed to me. I've seen him in my chat like once, twice, three times. And I believe, just like I was, he was a Ryan Upchurch supporter, like a ride or die kind of fella. The tide turned, and I can't make the claim that he turned with it because it went where it was inevitably going to go, and people were starting to ask questions. We're starting to point out the red flags with Ryan Upchurch. He's crashing out. He's this, that, the other. Everybody had their right to be concerned, and there was this really weird period, this cursed, piss-soaked corner of the internet, of YouTube specifically, where everybody was like, no, 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 no. If you think something's wrong with him, you're the one that's on something. We're gonna dox you. You can't speak out again. I mean, geez, look what they did to anybody. Like, there's a particular name in mind, but I don't even want to say it out loud because of the level of hate people have. I think in this direction, or this person, people learned to hate him so much that they stopped seeing any facts and just have projected everything on the fella. That's not a defense, that's a fact. So, anyway, after time, Triple T built something, and that's what I respect. He built himself somewhat of a platform. He's got artists. He's supporting the country rap game, and you can't hate on that. I'd say if you're going to take that approach, you're going to have a show and look at a whole genre. It's great to not have a bias, but I can't also, again, I'm somebody that will laugh proudly at Ryan Upchurch right now with everything he's doing. I looked at a live he did on Facebook 6 days ago. There's still people in the cult, but every good comment that roasts him gets the majority of the likes, like more than the damn video. So he's cooked. He filed the EPO. Dude, is his woman and his kid. So, alright. Triple T, Dagburn. These are the two individuals that I am making this pre-live about, because I want to do a panel and I want to have a conversation. What the hell happened? What video was posted that got the anger and the people on the Dagburn side of the internet and YouTube? Not that I think highly of that or anything, and I'm trying to be as non-judgmental as possible. Like, I can't say all people that support Dagburn are scum. I know that's not the truth, because there's some good people in there. For a fact, Tyrone's just a weirdo, but, think what you want. Like, the Totally Offensive Comedy guy, I think he's a funny fella, like, cool, edgy. It's just, and that's my style. I dig that. He doesn't care about optics. He doesn't care about what people think. So whatever. There's a cast of characters that everybody comes along with. It's in the package. I guess you could almost say somewhat of the same thing when it comes to Triple T, and there's a whole clique involvement there. But here's where I'm lost. Alright, so to my understanding, this is when I'm going to start glancing at the chat, because I do need to understand before I make the official live panel. I don't want any accidents. I want information, and I can only watch so many videos. Here's what I've seen to try to catch up. It only took maybe like 3 hours in total, not in one sitting. I saw Triple T's live when he's in his truck, talking about the time he was smacked or slapped by Dagburn, and saying he was threatening and demanding that Dagburn apologize for something, and asking for receipts, asking for a public apology. He has this saying, I find it interesting. I don't know that I like it, dislike it. The apology has to match the disrespect. I think I like that. I like that. The apology has to match disrespect. I want to say that in a movie with sunglasses on or something. And a cigarette lit. So he's threatened, and it's almost been a year. He claims that the statute of limitations has not run out, so he's full on utilizing his platform which to me, and I'm, look, no dog in the fight really, aside from an easy dislike for Dagburn. Dagburn blocked me. It is what it is, or his mod did. So did little up church upskirt. I don't give a shit. Is what it is. But why? I don't think it's. I personally, it doesn't matter what I think, but what I think it is what it is. I don't think it's a good look, and I think we've heard a lot on that side, like, no snitching, we don't respect snitching, whatever, but maybe there's a missing piece that I don't have. So I watched, like, the two last live streams I was able to catch from down, and it seems that he was trying to call out a video, and he was also alleging that Triple T or his team or somebody reported Dag Burns' video, which is crazy because, as I understand it, Dagburn replayed something that he says Triple T had played on his own channel. And this is a video where there's talk of. This is where it gets just generically uncomfortable, so there's no fucking trigger warnings here. Just be prepared. Somebody, it sounds like Dagburn was saying Triple T on his show, on his platform, played some footage of young girls. From Triple T's rebuttal, I've understood that apparently these girls have been on his panel and have said and admitted they're in college, that these were college-age girls. So here's where I'm lost. And I need guidance. And did Dagburn falsely utilize footage of women that look young to spread around this false optic, this borderline libel / slander, that Triple T was showing something inappropriate? And where my confusion lies is, if he replays this shit, from what I understand, Triple T deleted the original source video. And not only that, but that he also went as far as reporting Dagburn's use of the original source video. So this is what does Josh call it? A reactception here, where we have someone. We got the person that played the said footage. I don't know what this footage is. Then Dagburn chooses to react to point it out, and then the OG source takes it down and then reports the other person for. I don't know what the truth is. I'm making no claims. I'm telling the tale as I have tried to catch up and understand what's going on and why these two sides are on fire. I think it would always serve, and it's easier said than done. I think it would serve Triple T best to just entirely ignore Dagburn. Dagburn wants attention. To me, I don't know anymore if Johnny Gobble is a fella who wants to do right and positive and fantastic fucking things with his life. He's a Upchurch blind denier simp. That's my issue with him. He will defend Upchurch. He will not be critical of him. I haven't personally heard him voice real concerns about him, other than his reputation, and that's really low. That's really low. But that does not stop the fact that I am intrigued. I'm curious. This area, this side of the internet, country rap, they take this kind of shit serious. So I'm just the guy that's asking the question, what is it really all about? And is this finally an area where now, it's okay to say I'm calling the cops and pressing charges? Weren't we all laughing at Jerry, Upchurch, about how the dude literally had a stack of evidence where he was telling on every person he's ever had in his house that he called friend over the span of I don't know how many years, and presented it to detectives. Did you see the video of him with no shoe? I had to save that video. He was looking like a hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm no fucking spring chicken myself, but this is supposedly a millionaire. He's looking pregnant with twins. He's walking like a hunchback up the stairs with no shoes on. Holy shit. At least he's comfortable. So, what the blind shit? I'm looking forward to this open panel has to happen. Let this be a standing invitation. I will vet very carefully anybody that's in the background. Oh, and by the way, here, a little inside baseball. StreamYards, like, this is not bullshit. I'll happily share the screenshot. Something I wish other parties would do, by the way, like Dagburn. So, like, specifically Dagburn. I know you really pissed off Triple T. And sorry, I know I just jumped from one thing to another. That's what I do. I'll get back to it. He claimed that Triple T spoke negatively on somebody, Brandy something, and someone's wife, and this and that, and that's where he's like, boom, you either issue the apology or share the receipts in the next 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes, or I'm calling the cops, or I'm suing you, and I'm calling the I don't know, wild shit, Quasimodo looking ass, right? Well, Sir Jacob, with all due respect, if you don't know the parties involved, I don't expect you to understand a fucking thing. Red Fox, I wish you were here earlier because I just went through this gobbledygook. But oh my god, so yeah, I'm confused. Remember this: to anybody that's out there that utilizes this platform and wants to keep their anonymity, I said that right, anonymity, yeah. If you want to just use your voice, if you come up on a panel, you don't have to go on the camera officially. You can literally have it turned off, tuned out, whatever. Just use your voice, use a modulator, whatever. I just want to have an honest conversation. Maybe it's not that deep, and maybe I just need to get or look into my old connections that are still friends with me, just active in all these communities, whether they be troll communities or truly invested in either side A or side B. But what are the most important questions here if I was to present this as like a true live? Alright, what is the actual allegation that Johnny Dagburn Gobbler is making of Triple T? Is it that Triple T played footage that is questionable of alleged minors? Is that to be understood? And B, does this warrant Triple T's reaction to retroactively want to press charges for the time that he chose to? Like, I did leave a comment on the video where he's talking about pressing charges, and I just said, look, in my opinion, not the best look, because he did go over there trolling or not. And, to me, if that was my town and I'm standing my ground and you're somebody that, you and I fuck with each other on the internet and you're suddenly in my crosshair, so to speak, and you're any kind of close, I'm going to get defensive and I'm going to be ready. My blood pressure, my adrenaline's going to be going. And I think any court attorney or officer or detective that looks at such videos with all the context that's available for the whole world to see would not put that in any court unless there was none but kangaroos in the stand. But again, my opinion, not a professional. Now here's the inside baseball bit, and I cannot wait to read all of these comments. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of useful information, or, it's YouTube, useless. StreamYards sent me an email. This is what I'm going to have to show receipts of. They're offering me a gig of some kind, and this is not bullshit. I traced the email. They are offering me a link to promote in the specific format they want me to use StreamYards through TikTok and YouTube. I'll show you the entire explanation, but if every 600 views at a minimum, you get $50. So, there's a big explanation about how my channels like me, I guess that's small channels with somewhat of a subscription base or a following or something that goes live, I think. I don't know what the parameters are, but I'll post the fucking everything they sent me. I don't know, maybe you can look into it. Extra money. All you gotta do is use their shit, and that in of itself is advertisement. They're rolling something out. So it's a specific format, and yeah, and Josh, if you're still here, I gotta send this to you. Oh, you got the email too? Alright, well then I'm not special. But, alright. Sorry if this was confusing. I made it as clear as I possibly could. I'm very thankful to anybody that is willing to reach out, that can offer context. I can only hunt through live streams so long until I hit a wall. There's no like archive, you have to bounce around channel to channel and get takes from the source or a third party, and I haven't seen any breakdowns of this. Hey, any drama channels out there, here's your tea. Until then, a little homework, then a live stream, panel style. That's all I got. It was a hard fucking day at work, and I'm so glad it's over. Alright, guys, that's that for now. I live life being confused. Shit. I don't think we're meant to ever understand much in this life. I guess that's what's supposed to keep it so fucking interesting. Aside from that, hey, Stuck in the Middle is going live tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m., and I gotta wake up mad early. Alright, anyway, see you guys soon, possibly, alright? Later, ProgressivePatriot44 at gmail.com. I cannot say that enough. My Instagram, which is becoming ever more prevalent, the Eli, that's the ELI from 84. The Eli from 84. That's this guy on Instagram. Fuck Facebook, it exists. Kenneth Stone is one of my very used alts. So, yeah, I'm doxing myself here. There's many places where you can reach me. Just hit the back button. Alright. I'm out. What's the tea? What's the drama? Scan. Fucking cringe factor. Peace out. Reach out to the two involved if it were that fucking easy. And I don't think one, to me, is busy. They're both busy, and one's in fucking La La Land. So, sorry I'm not doing me the way you would. Like, dude, I don't know. Why don't you? Or, hey, better yet, sit here in this live and then attend to the next one when it's going, and we'll see where I get from there. Otherwise, what good is it to bitch about it? I can't please everybody. God bless.